It's 11 a.m. and it's time now for the Peter Channel 11 a.m. news report on this Tuesday, modern Tuesday afternoon, February 21st, 2017. Good afternoon and good morning, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins and here are your news and odds here. Top straight at 11 a.m. on this Tuesday morning, going to the Tuesday afternoon is the Vatican Trump. President Donald Trump's oldest daughter and compared to Giuliani's administration statement over Twitter on Monday call for religious tolerance after a new wave of threats against Jewish community centers. The Department of Homeland Security on Tuesday released details on how it will prosecute undocumented immigrants and criminal immigrants. Shoots by Customs and Borders Patrol agents along the U.S.-Mexican border have been the subject of investigation in the past, but on Tuesday, the Supreme Court will hear arguments in the case where asking if families may have the right to shoot when a shooting involves the death. The Conservative Political Action Conference is not the Republican Party. The government has increasingly become home to fringy political figures and attendees who don't speak for the whole GOP. On Sunday, a former female Uber engineer detailed her experience of sexual harassment during a one-year stint at a multi-billion-dollar company. Pinpointing the cause of the death of then case Kim Jong-nam may be hard. European Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker has warned that the UK it faces a very hefty bill for Brexit. He promised 2 years of tough negotiation when discussion of leaving terms get underway between the government and the European Union. South Sudan's killer promised safe access to sovereign civilians as famine bites. Against a backdrop of turmoil for the big lawsuit in November, the Democratic National Committee votes this week for its next leader. Two suburban Los Angeles police officers fought that they were helping their driver after a car crash and they said he pulled a gun. Whittier officers Keith Lanebore and Patrick Hazel didn't know the motorist allegedly had killed his cousin hours before the shooting that killed one officer and wounded another. Americans celebrate both Black History Month and presidential leadership in February. That's no coincidence. In 1926, a historian, Carter G. Woodson, urged the search for the study of Negro African history to set aside February for its special. Bodyboard identified a 26-year-old former shark spotter, Alexander Durasat, tonight after a shark bit him in the leg off the coast of Reunion Island. The Association of Southeast Asian Nations a call for dialogue with China. A levee broke into the Northern California after severe rainstorms, leading authorities to order more than 500 people to leave their homes. The TSA did not properly screen 11 people went found the checkpoint at the jail. The Kennedy International Airport of New York, the Port Authority said. Hacking bombshells. This goes after the two companies. Aguinaldo Sale represented the two biggest security breaches in internet history. The owner of Burger King and Tim Hortons. Restaurant Brandon International Bar Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen for $79 per share or $1.8 billion. Macy's on Tuesday reported another quarter of decline in comparable sales until the festival expect more than same in 2017 as department stores trying to figure out how to be viable in this new shopping era. Called the price of the Boston did fresh highs last year thanks to the sales at several new high-end buildings that continue to demand for the limited in the quarter of the city. Looking at the stocks now, up 118.66.20, 742.71, SP5 at 12.51 points, and 363.57, and the Nasdaq up 21.34%. 508.59.92. Guess what? It didn't get better for gay, lesbian, and bisexual high schoolers or when the states where they were going out of bed in charge of the laws to allow same-sex marriage and new study funds. The space flight bill could allow British scientists to conduct medical experiments in space. The proposed law could lead to the development of new drugs and vaccine funds and studies in zero-gravity environment. The NAB contributes to the further the country's food supply, but the population has got last year 8% of the bees this period, according to the American Beekeepers Federation. We may be about to meet some strange new worlds beyond the solar system. NASA will hold a news conference on Wednesday to make an announcement on exoplanets, planets that orbit a star other than our own sun. Among those close treatment which resets the immune system and be found to freeze progression of the disease in nearly half of those patients, according to scientists. Dallas Juror said as a former Dallas neurosurgeon to life in prison on Monday for a baby patient who had been turned out to surgery resolved deal between injuries. Congressional Republicans have been working on a healthcare reform plan beyond closed doors away from public scrutiny for more than 7 years. Okay, take a look at New England News report at 11:05 in Bradbury, Vermont, at 3 Alarm 555, Brisk Lane 45, one in the warehouse, well involved. Peter Chell Dusab is now at 11:05 on this Tuesday morning, going into Tuesday afternoon, time now for a sports report here. The Boston Bruins and the Celtics have the night off. The New Orleans Pelicans fleets the Sacramento Kings traded pair of mediocre players. Langston Galloway, Terry Gibbs made promises of Ricky Buddy healed for a pair of draft picks, but the move made official on Monday. Washington Nationals closing in on Matt Wiggins' deal, report said. To Bill Belichick, Johnny Foxworth is an anonymous high school quarterback. Dennis Reed can replace Tom Brady in a moment's notice. Peter Cheldusab is now 11:06 on this Tuesday morning. Going into Tuesday afternoon today. It's time now for traffic and transit report. Beep beep! Let's everybody tell you what it's still out at L5 experience of minor delays in traffic. Commuter rail. It's looking good on the ferries they are. Looking good. Alright, Howard and Byways of New England Air, Interstate A4, eastbound and westbound sides, also the Newtown stretch, A4, eastbound side, bottom of Waterbury stretch, Merritt Parkway, eastbound side, also at Milford stretch, 95 on the northbound side, it's a little slow just around 395, New London, Connecticut, 91 on the southbound side, by the 257 in Springfield. Howard and Byways went out on the Lincoln 140 southbound side, back to for 195, to Route 6 in Dartmouth, and New Bedford stretch, 7 Expressway on both ends about the Mass Pike all the way down to Quincy. Mass Pike eastbound side, a little slower. 120 western, 120 to the northbound side, about western route 120 in Waltham, for the Mass Pike in Weston. Route 1 to the southbound side, a little slower. Route 60 to the rear, 485 to the northbound side, about westbound Route 3 in Lowell. And 95 the main turnback southbound side, a little slower. Phelpsburg, westbound side, a little slower at the Freeport stretch. 101 on the westbound side, a little slower after the Everett Turnpike in Manchester, New Hampshire. Here, and Interstate A789 on the southbound side, a little slower after the Canadian border in upstate New York and Vermont. Peter Cheldusab is now 11:07 on this Tuesday morning. Going into Tuesday afternoon here, and it's time now for weather report here. And it is going to be another decent day in the weather department after a cold start to your morning here. It's going to be getting up into the 40s and expect a warm up in store. Wednesday, you can see temperatures in the 50s, and I'm expecting Thursday's temperatures to some spots can reach around the 60-degree mark here. Alright, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. Today, increased clouds high about 47 degrees. Cold wind becoming at 7 5 miles in the afternoon. For tonight, a chance rate may after 5 a.m. Mostly clouds about 34 degrees. South for about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Chance rate 30%. For Wednesday, a slight chance rate before 8 a.m. Mostly clouds about 56 degrees. Southwest about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Chance rate 20%. For Wednesday night, palm clouds about 36 degrees. Light southwest wind. For Thursday, mostly about 63 degrees. Light southwest wind increase at 6 to 11 miles in the morning. For Thursday night, a slight chance of showers after 9 p.m. Mostly clouds about 42 degrees. And chance rate 20%. For Friday, a chance of showers after 8 a.m. Mostly clouds about 58 to about 45 degrees, just based on 35% for Saturday. Rain likely after 3 p.m. before 11 p.m. Mostly clouds about 63 to about 32 degrees, just based on 65% for Sunday. Mostly sunny to podcast about 44 about 26 degrees for Monday. Most of this has about 41 degrees. And Taunton it is 42 in fair, and in Taunton it's fair and 46. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel 11 a.m. news report on this February 21st, 2017 on a Tuesday morning, going to Tuesday afternoon. Have a good afternoon, good bye to you. Have a good day.